Welcome to Games from Folktales, a podcast that mixes historical research and tabletop role-playing settings. I'm your host, Timothy Ferguson. This week, a dryad for the forlorn. Robert Herrick's elegy for willow trees seems to suit a dryad that feeds on and perhaps relieves sorrow. I'm interested in her grove as a vis source for a covenant, but for it to work, the Magi need the local people to have passionate, tragic affairs. I could see the dryad making wicker crowns that are sold in the merceria in Venice. On the blog that accompanies this podcast, there are two sets of statistics, one for a creature near the Covenant that acts as a vis source, and the other for a merchant in the Venetian merceria. Herrick's poem, To the Willow Tree, reads, "Thou art to all lost love the best, the only true plant found, wherewith young men and maids distressed, and left of love are crowned. When once the lover's rose is dead, or laid aside forlorn, then willow garlands round the head, bedewed with tears, are worn. When with neglect the lover's bane poor maids rewarded be, for their love lost, their only gain is but a wreath from thee. And underneath thy cooling shade, when weary of the light, the love-spent youth and lovesick maid come to weep out the night." A reminder, statistics for this creature, in two forms, are available on the blog that accompanies the podcast. Although I was unable to complete the challenge of 30 monsters in 30 days on the Atlas Games website, I am continuing with it. If you check the Post-A-Day forum, there are 5 additional creatures there. The 2 variants of the dryad from this poem, the magical goose that doesn't so much lay golden eggs as has other golden emissions from the Pentamerone, and the goose that attaches itself to the posterior of a prince, also in the Pentamerone. The 5th one is Fair Ellen, who is a strange ghostly warder. Ghostly warders have the ability to appear with their death wounds, and she was killed and baked into a pie, so she is perhaps the only ghostly warder who can appear in a flaky crust. Your saga may vary.